Yo, yo. Yo, what's going on, guys? We are testing out a mic right now. Can you guys let me know, mic check. Let me know if the mic is working. Give me a thumbs up if the mic is working. We're testing out a mic. Let me know, Money Stacks, if if the mic is working. Give me a thumbs up if the mic is working. Coach, good audio. All right, perfect, man. So we trying to step our game up, all right, and put a mic in here so we could do this, guys. So you guys already know what time it is, man. Today, as promised, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk some fantasy fights, man, something that's super dope. We were talking about Floyd and Ray Leonard the other day, and that's what kind of inspired me to say, you know what, let me go ahead and put together a couple of cool fantasy fights for you guys so we can go ahead and chop it up and figure this out, man. Let me see who's in the chat real quick. All right, we got my man. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. My man Money Stacks, yes sir. Coach, good audio. Tony is working. Granny Drummer. Mike works. Okay, we got G Money in the building. How you guys doing, man? We're about to get into these fantasy fights, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and let's start it off, Eddie. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get started. We're not even going to waste too much time. We got Sugar Shane Mosley versus Shakur Stevenson. Eddie, who you got?
Why? I'm going to go Shane. And I like Shakur, but I'm going to go Shane.
You're going to go with Shane?
Shane was like one of the best lightweights. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you remember Shane as a lightweight, he was nasty. He was too big for the weight, though. That's why he had to end up moving to 47. And he moved straight from 35 to 47.
I need you guys in the chat to tell me who you guys are going to pick in these fights, too. I want to go ahead and see what people are thinking, man. We got Sugar Shane Mosley versus Shakur Stevenson. How do you think the fight will go, though?
I mean, see, the thing about Shakur, he's real difficult to, like, solve and to figure out. Like, his range management is real good, but Shane was, like, 5'9". Shane's like 5'9", 5'8". And he was like a really big 35. Like he could really punch at that weight. Like he was knocking dudes out cold at that weight. So it was like, I just don't know if Shakur will be able to keep him off him. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't see Shakur being able to do enough. Even though
now you don't think Shakur would have defensively been good enough to keep his jab out there and just kind of like frustrate Sugar Shane?
I think he could have maybe for a few rounds kind of dealt with it, but Shane you got to remember Shane is like freakishly fast, especially at that weight. And like I said, he was really big, and extremely strong and hell of a puncher at that weight. He was one of the better lightweights that we've seen. You know what I mean? At that weight, he was dangerous, man. He was a killer. Like people was really like he was the next one. He ended up being one of the top guys pound for pound at one point at 47 because the De La Hoya fight and a few other fights. But the reality of it is at 35, if he could have maintained it, he would have been nasty, man. Really nasty. And I like Shakur. I think Shakur is awesome. I just don't know if he'd ever keep him off him. I don't think he punched hard enough.
Oh, snap. I'm tripping. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. So that I put the wrong link. On my YouTube channel. Appreciate that, Levels. Give me 1 second, guys, as I go ahead and share the proper link to my Instagram. Hold on. Yeah, so listen, guys, we're only going to do the fantasy fights. that we're only gonna do the fantasy fights that we created. So I know a lot of you guys have other fantasy fight options that you guys want to talk about, but we're gonna keep it pretty much the ones that we did. We did some good ones that I think are different that a lot of people aren't really gonna think about. Let me go ahead and post this real quick. My bad, Judge. You can see we got a live chat. I posted the wrong link. This is the right link. Click right here, Instagram. All right, let me go ahead and just post this real quick for y'all. Appreciate that. Levels Barbershop here. Click here.
Yeah, Mosley by KO.
All right, so a lot of people, basically everybody's agreeing with you, Eddie. Everybody's agreeing with you. So for me, I think I'm gonna go Shakur Stevenson.
Because you want to go?
No. I think I'm gonna go Shakur Stevenson. I'm gonna tell you why. I think Shakur Stevenson is just going to play a defensive game that's gonna be hard for Sugar Shane to close the gap enough throughout the fight. I think Sugar Shane will have some good success if he doesn't knock out Shakur. I can see Shakur winning a very whack decision. If that makes any sense, just a whack decision, like almost like the decision that he's been winning as of recent, where everybody's like, "You suck," but it's like,
but
he won.
He could win.
But it's like he won, even though it sucks. That's how I see the fight going. But you're right though, because I can also see Sugar Shane winning because Sugar Shane will be putting so much punches together, and if Shakur is not punching enough because he's scared to engage, I can see him losing by lack of activity. And Shane also got that.
And he has 74 inches reach and arms too. Got long arms.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move on from that. All right. This is another one, y'all. Burning Forest versus Jerome Boots Ennis at 147 pounds. I know y'all wasn't expecting. I know y'all wasn't do this. I know you wasn't expecting this. But two tall welterweights. We all know Burning Forest campaigned at 147. He was a beast. He was fundamentally sound, and we all see what Jerron Ennis has been doing as of recent. However, Jerron has not fought the level of competition that Vernon did yet, but I still thought that it would be an interesting matchup. Who do you guys got? Do we got Burning Forest or Jerome Boots Ennis?
You know where I'm at with this, but look, check it. Boots' ceiling is probably higher, in my opinion. But Vernon, he was nasty. I honestly, and what I've seen of Boots recently, and I know it's the lack of motivation with the fights he was getting. I get it. Fighting at home is also not a good thing for a lot of times for fighters. It kind of disrupts the process. But like I said, his ceiling is higher, but it's hard for me seeing him get hit as much as he's been getting hit the last two fights to like just say he will smash Vernon. Pause. Vernon Forrest was legit at 6'1". And he could punch too.
How was Vernon Forrest on the inside?
That's a good question.
I can't really remember him on the inside now that I think about it.
Like when he fought Shane, like
because we know Boots is gonna try to go inside.
That's a good point.
Boots likes to go inside already naturally, and he's a little shorter than Vernon, which means he's gonna probably have to press that fight in order to be successful with Vernon. So
he's definitely faster.
So it's gonna go to the inside.
Yeah, he's definitely faster than Vernon, but.
And we've seen Vernon have trouble with Mayorga, who was a far less skillful guy,
right.
Who threw a lot of punches at him, and which is what threw him off. Now Boots is gonna let his hands go, but with sharper punches.
Yeah, but like he dismantled my boy Shane twice.
But Shane was coming up from 147. We know that he wasn't a true 154 pounder. They fought at 154.
He was better at lightweight, but that size. I think Shane would have been best starting campaigning from 40 and then move to 47 later on. That's my opinion. Then he ended up going to 54, which was, I guess just aging. But Shane was a hell of a puncher even at 47. Like he was a nasty puncher at 47 too.
So let me throw a bonus one. Who you got, Boots or Shane, since you're big on Shane?
God damn, man. That's even worse. That's even worse for you to put that. It's just he can't get hit with the shots. He can't get hit with them shots. Shane was hitting. with Karen and fucking damn, what's the other guy's name? Anyway, the last 2 fights, he can't get hit them same shots. Shane will knock him out 100% if he got hit with those shots. I think his talent level though, and the things that he can do to switch in, he has so much in his bag.
I'm not gonna lie, like Boots, as fantastic as he is, we haven't seen him against top-notch opposition, and it seems like as he's risen in competition, he just it's hard to tell honestly because he lost like a total. Boots has lost like a total of like 4 rounds in the last 2 fights, and he's already getting tossed to like this guy's overrated, right? He's lost like 4 rounds in 24 rounds, like you know. But at the same time, who is he fighting? Whereas to the point where like we can even compare him to these guys, we're just going off of an eye test. Vernon Forrest is a little more stamped, in my opinion, than Boots.
I get this. Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? But Boots, obviously, talent level is what makes us feel like he can compete. But who are we picking? Who did you pick? I'm not even sure. Who did you pick?
Might be and I like Vernon too, man. If I'm looking at, I'm tell you right now, I'm looking at his ceiling. I'm looking at him actually having to fight a guy like Vernon Forrest. It have to be. This has
to be our current Boots too. We can't think about Boots if he improves. We're talking
what we know.
We're talking about what we know about Boots as of today versus what we know of Vernon Forrest.
Let's just say this:
if Vernon Forrest was Boots' next fight,
okay. And he's getting hit with the same shots.
No. It's who's going to win.
No. But I'm just saying.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, what do you think? Do you think he's getting hit?
I think he has the ability to defend at the highest level, punch at the highest level, all of that shit.
Yeah,
I think he's a legitimate juggernaut. I think he can literally run the table if he do the right shit. Mm-hmm. So I think theoretically, from where his ceiling would be, I would pick Boots. But just looking at the last couple, I would have to go Vernon.
So who are we picking?
God damn it!
If you had to bet the house.
If I had to bet it,
that's a tough fight. Yeah.
That's a tough one. This is a tough one, man. And it's a tough one because he's not really had an opportunity to arrive completely yet. So it's like we can't really say for sure where he's going.
That's true. So it's kind of unfair.
It's kind of unfair to Boots because Vernon Forrest is complete.
Right.
That's Vernon Forrest. God rest his soul. But Boots is like still climbing. Right. Now his ceiling, like I said, if we're gonna say ceiling, you know I'm going Boots.
Right.
I'm going Boots in the majority of the fights that we could put him in.
Right.
Even in history. But if we talk about just
right now,
it's not fair. You have to kind of go Vernon just from the last 2 performances.
All right, let's move on. We got Terrence Crawford versus Oscar De La Hoya.
This one is difficult. And I'm going to tell you, because Oscar De La Hoya was one of them dudes when he was coming up, bro. Even though I thought Ike beat him, and
did Shane fight Forrest at 47?
Yeah,
I thought it was at 54.
No, he fought him at 47.
You sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I thought he fought him at 54.
No, Vernon fought Mayorga at 54, if I'm not mistaken. And then he fought. Did Vernon fight Ike Cortez at 54 too? I think so. I think he fought Ike.
I'm about to look that up. Yeah, you're about to make me go on Google for this one. But anyway, go ahead.
We're gonna say Eddie, stop being a nice guy and just say Vernon. Yeah, it's not that I'm being a nice guy. I wanted to pick Boots because I felt like Boots has, a higher ceiling. But I had to pick Vernon because Boots hasn't arrived yet. He ain't really had a chance to yet. So I gotta pick Vernon. But somebody said Bud by stoppage? That's wow. Over De La Hoya? De La Hoya, you gotta think.
Oh yeah. So what we got? We going Bud by stoppage. Damn.
That's crazy. That's tough to say, especially after Bud just fought dude at 54. After seeing that, you gotta think a little bit, bro, because De La Hoya was not no joke at 47 for sure. So if we talking about 47, if we talking about prime, Yo, you can't just say that, bro.
Yeah, prime. Yeah, we talking prime De La Hoya.
We talking prime De La Hoya. De La Hoya was tough.
And we got De La Hoya was tough, and he put punches together.
He could box.
He could put punches together. We never seen him hurt at 47
That's
either.
what I'm trying to tell you.
We seen him hurt obviously one time against Bernard Hopkins.
But that was at 60.
That was at 60, exactly. But De La Hoya but let's be honest. With the exception of a few robberies, De La Hoya lost a lot of those big fights he was in.
I would think
he lost most of the big fights he was in.
I would. Even though he won Ike Cortez, I think he lost Ike Cortez. I think I would have gave him Trinidad before I gave him Cortez. I mean, I'd have gave him Cortez.
He definitely.
I would have gave him Cortez. I would have. I would have gave.
But
him
he
Trinidad.
did. But he did finish.
Like,
he did finish strong with Cortez in a fight that he was in.
Yeah, but I would give De La Hoya the decision in the Trinidad fight more so than the Cortez fight. You know what I'm saying? I think if you're gonna pick one of them, if I had to, you know what I mean.
But we gotta think, y'all. We gotta think who has Bud fought on the level of
Forrest beat Ike. Like I think it was at 54. So somebody said Bud 15-13 with 2 cards.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight, man. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like we can't rule De La Hoya out so easy. We can't rule him out so easy. A lot of people we remembering what we're seeing as of recent, but we have to remember what De La Hoya was able to do. Yeah. However, Terrence Crawford could box both stands.
Yeah.
And he seems to be a bigger puncher than De La Hoya.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, okay, maybe. I mean, I guess it's hard to say. Maybe not because Bud is stopping everyone. He did stop everybody at 47. So yeah, maybe he's right. And De La Hoya though, De La Hoya had that left hook though, bro. That was putting people in a box for a minute. So I don't know, but I could see Bud definitely a puncher, but I just don't think he was gonna stop De La Hoya. De La Hoya could box. Remember De La Hoya like 5'10", 5'11" too, so he's not short. He's not short. Get long arm, can box. Hell of a left hook. I don't know, man. Bud maybe, but I can see Bud getting it. But Bud sometimes is too brave. He tries. He's in front of you a little bit too much, taking too many chances sometimes, and that's why you see him fight guys like lesser guys when he was fighting like what's the one kid? I can never remember his name right off the top of my head. Spanish kid.
Who are you talking about?
That Bud fought and he got hurt in the fight. I can't remember his name.
Gamboa?
Yes.
Gamboa was a little guy.
But and Gamboa cracked him and hurt him a couple times in the fight. So it's like what I'm saying is he sometimes takes too many chances when he's looking for them knockouts.
Yeah.
Walk around and find out. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're gonna move forward, man. That's basically so. Hold on. So where we at? Who's winning?
I pick Crawford.
You got Crawford.
I pick Crawford.
Look, all that shit he was talking about De La Hoya. He gonna pick Crawford.
But it's not that simple. It's just not that easy. And if Crawford fuck around, you get caught and stopped. Because that can easily happen. But I would pick him just off of the eye test. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Bernard Hopkins versus Triple G at 160.
Motherfucker, that is a bitch of a fight to pick, man. Because both of them motherfuckers is rugged. They both tough. They both never stopped at their prime weight. One of them though, I think Hopkins. I think Bernard a little more like skilled and like in that. You know what I mean? Like he got a couple more things. Plus he's 6'1", like legit big guy too. Pause. Man, fuck. But I would say he can win a decision for sure.
Yeah, but I could see
Triple G though, that punch and shit. But this is the crazy thing. Bernard done been in there with some that motherfucker don't even know Antoine Eccles, but that motherfucker can punch.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Real. And he was in there with so many punches, so many. It's hard to go against Bernard, man.
Nah, it definitely is, yo. So guys, don't forget, man. I got the biggest Black Friday sale going on right now. If you go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com, we got stuff like the Beginner Boxing Bundle, which gives you 3 courses, access to a private community, my ebook, all for $27. Same thing goes for the Defensive Wizard. You get the Philly Shell System, you get Defensive Principles 101, you get the private community, $27. You get the 150 Killer Combo Bundle, 3 courses, the ebook, and the private community, $27. If you don't want a bundle, you can grab any individual course. Let's say you've already grabbed some stuff from me and you just want to complete your library, $27. Okay, you guys really cannot beat this. We got the how to box from any range, how to fight on the inside, how to fight on the outside, stuff that these guys are gonna need if they want to go ahead and be able to be successful in their boxing journey. Again, $27. All of this is on CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. Of course, we got the master of them all, the Master Boxing Bundle, 98% off. The website was evaluated at over $16,000 based on the information. Right now, you can get it for $197, 98% off. All the courses have my guy Fast Eddie Chambers on there. We've given you guys an abundance of information. If you guys support us, you will have no problem going to the website and saving a bunch of money so you can go ahead and learn the craft from people who's really done this at the highest level of boxing, not to toot our own horn. But, you're looking at a guy who fought for that heavyweight championship of the world, a hard route. I've been in 11 world championship corners as a coach. Like to think we know a thing or two about boxing. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We got James Toney versus Better Beef. Hold on, don't talk too quick. Slow down and think about this.
All right.
James Toney versus Better Beef, y'all. Think before you go ahead and answer this, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna say Better Beef is a better, but not southpaw. I even say a version of him. Not really. He's just, I guess, in a sense, because Vasily Jirov was such a come forward, head first come in guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he was good though, Vasily Jirov. He wasn't no bum. And James literally won that shit by the skin of his teeth, even though he dropped him in the last round. But I just James Toney has no bitch at all. Like, and he ain't never been stopped. I don't know how many times I've even seen the dude hurt. And as hard of a puncher as Beterbiev is, I just don't know if he can be the one to do it, especially at 175 pounds. This motherfucker was in there with Sam Peter as a heavyweight.
That's true. That's true.
So it's real difficult. So if you thinking you're going to go in and stop him, that's not how it's going to work. And as hard a puncher as Beterbiev is, and you hear it so many times, and so many guys saying how they got to load up on, like, putting shit on their, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to get hurt. I just don't know if he'll be able to deal with James. Like, James is just different, man. He was different when he was coming up. And I don't think he definitely can't keep pace outboxing. He's just not going to. James is going to hit him with all kind of wild, crazy shoulder roll combinations and drop sixes. I can see it happening. And Beterbiev be right there for all of it. Now, I don't think he'll stop Beterbiev either, even though he can crack, especially at those weights. But we see he got a granite chin. But he been hurt, though. He been hurt, and he been dropped before, so it's not impossible. But I'm going James.
James Toney.
You know, James, fuck that.
All right, let's go ahead and let's move to the heavyweight division. We got Usyk versus Riddick Bowe.
You see that?
Let's think about the Riddick Bowe who fought Evander Holyfield, Joe. We're talking about that Riddick Bowe. The one who fought Evander, versus this version of Usyk, who's beating guys like Anthony Joshua, even Tyson Fury.
If we talk about that, Usyk, I can see him figuring out a way. And we got to remember too, like, both struggled with like that weird European style kind of thing a little bit now, and Usyk got a little bit of that along with some of that extra sauce from America. But working with Bashir and that. But I think Riddick Bowe got so much. It's hard for me to go against him, but Usyk got the resume, man. It's hard to go against that. This dude with his
Usyk got one of the best resumes I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, he
like in history.
Everybody, bro. Everybody you could think of. He got all the motherfuckers under his belt. The only one he didn't fight was in the prime, like as a heavyweight anyway, was what the fuck? How do I not? Wilder.
Yeah,
that was the only one he didn't.
But let's think about Bowe though, man. He done good with smaller fighters, guys like Usyk, and he could put them punches together. He could go on the inside,
outside. Yeah.
He could box.
He could punch.
He was tough.
Yeah, but he's been dropped. He's been hurt by smaller guys. He's been, you know what I mean? It's just it's a fight. Like if you look at, but see, when I see him fight Galata, that just kind of set me back a little bit. You know what I mean? Even though Galata was tough.
Yeah, I think there was an issue with Bo at that point though. It's like he was already like falling off the discipline at that point.
Yeah.
He wasn't the same Bo that fought Evander when he fought.
So if we talk about
even though you would think, I mean, I think he only lost once, right? And that was by DQ to the Galata. That's what's crazy. Riddick Bowe literally doesn't even have a lot of losses, even though it feels like he lost a lot, but he really didn't. He didn't lose to Galata. He lost to Holyfield once.
Yeah, he lost to Holyfield,
and that was it.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but those two Galata fights put him. You know what I mean?
So are you picking Usyk?
Yeah, as much as I love to say Bo, we just gotta look at the resume. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good resume. All right, we got Floyd Mayweather versus Tommy Hearns.
People gonna really crucify me for this, but you gotta really think about it. You gotta really think about it. You gotta really don't let the names, and even the names, because Tommy Hearns is a great name, huge name, especially back then. But you gotta think about the matchup, bro. Like I picked Floyd basically over the majority of motherfuckers out here in history, but it's hard for me to pick him over Tommy Hearns because Tommy Hearns I can't imagine him fighting somebody 6'1" or 6'2"
who could punch
like that and was fast,
and
bro.
could move.
And this is the thing. When you watched him fight Ray Leonard wasn't like trying to outbox Tommy Hearns. Ray Leonard was trying.
No, in the beginning he was. No, in the beginning he was, and then he made the adjustment
watch
the
Watch the fight. I watched that. That motherfucker was not throwing a lot of punches at all at Tommy Hearns in the early rounds.
Yeah, early rounds. He was moving.
Moving. Why was he moving? He wanted Tommy to come try to get him, and he wanted to wear him down because he knew he couldn't fuck with him in the first half of the fight. He knew if he got out there too early, especially fuck around in that first round, and he was like, "Oh, hold on, I gotta be on this bike, make this motherfucker come get me for the first 5-6 rounds," and then he started picking it up a little bit once he started to see Tommy wear down a bit. Tommy fight, like it's just not a good.
He said he don't think he could hit Floyd clean though, which is not a bad point. Not a bad point.
Floyd did have long arms, or does have long arms, but bro, I'm telling you, he literally would have to be on his best behavior the entire night. I'm telling you. Remember, Tommy Hearns got range, bro, and he's not slow. Floyd has been hit before. Floyd has been hurt before by fighters that are not Tommy Hearns, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not saying he was going to knock Floyd out. I don't know. Maybe Floyd would have been able to do it with what Ray did and eventually stop him late. I don't know. Maybe he would figure him out. But just me with the eye test, the matchup, it just don't look good for Floyd.
Tough
if I had to pick, I would pick Tommy in that way. That's a tough. Of all of the ones, I would pick Floyd over Ray. I would pick Floyd over Duran. I pick Floyd over a lot of them motherfuckers back then because I think he got the IQ for it. But I just don't think the IQ is enough for Tommy Hearns, bro. Not in that matchup. I just don't think so.
All right, let's keep it with these same type of guys, man. We got Pac-Man versus Sugar Ray Leonard.
That shit is crazy, bro. That is freaking crazy that way.
I know a lot of people want to see Leonard versus Floyd and Pac, you know what I mean? But I decided to mix it up a little bit.
That is a nasty fight, though. You got to think about it because they both are real generous with the punches. And they both will go get it. That would be a hell of a fucking fight. That would be a version of like Mayweather Pacquiao that you would really, really fucking want to see. That would literally stop everything. Everybody watch this fight. I promise you. Both of them so decorated. But if I was forced to pick, I would pick Ray because I think he got enough boxing ability. And not saying that Pacquiao doesn't, of course, but I think Pacquiao's a little bit too, like he throws a little bit too many at once. And he has some, like when you watch him fight Marquez, and I think Ray Leonard got that kind of mindset as a fighter. Like he'll punch with you too. Like he ain't got no dog in it. He'll fight you, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I think Pacquiao making those same mistakes like he did with Marquez is just he'll end up the same way.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. And then we got let's keep going, man. We got Gervonta Davis versus Duran, y'all. Who
That's
y'all
a
got?
hell of a fight. I don't know what.
Gervonta Davis versus Duran. Talk to me, ladies and gentlemen.
Crazy. I mean, well, you know what's, you know, one other thing we got to say though is popular as Tank is now. He's still like, I think he's still looking for that opponent too.
It's almost like Tank's in the same position as Boots.
It's Boots, but he's an advanced.
But he's just more of a superstar version of Boots.
Yeah.
But he hasn't really fought like that guy.
Did he need? Yeah, it's not like he fought. It's not like he fought Haney already, or he fought Shakur, or he fought any or Tiafimo. Any of the dudes that was around there. He was like, yo, we got to fight them first before we. So he didn't really get that. He didn't even fight Lomachenko. He didn't get a chance to do that either. So it's like he didn't really get a chance to really see him like with that guy. So it's hard to. It's not fair to give him and then matching him up against Duran though, because Duran then fought everything basically at that time, and he fought fucking Tommy Hearns too, and see what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
It's another indication. Like you see, you can't be in range for that dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he got starched by that motherfucker. Boom.
Right.
And Duran was nasty though. Duran was nasty. That's why this is a hard fight to pick. But Duran, especially at 35, he was nasty, man.
So who you picking?
Because once again, Tank would be, but you kind of got to go Duran because he don't have a resume. He didn't fight guys like Ray Leonard yet, which would be somebody like Shakur or, you know what I mean, a Haney or somebody like that. He didn't fight them yet, so it's kind of. But he did fight Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia, even him, he didn't get the fights until after. And then he fought Haney. Now I guess it's like, oh, okay, well he looks to be legit, but he still, I think he needs a little bit more seasoning before we. You know what I mean?
Before we throw him in.
Yeah, but still.
That's crazy.
It's hard to say against can't go against Duran on that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can, but.
All right, man. We got this one. I think a lot of people are going to easily pick, but we'll see, man. We got Lennox Lewis versus Deontay Wilder. The Deontay Wilder that was knocking everybody out. That Deontay Wilder.
And I will say this. Do not forget, and I know everybody's going to say, well, he was basically he wasn't training and blah, blah, blah. But Deontay Lennox Lewis was also knocked out with one punch by Hasim Rahman. And I'm not saying that's not a great fighter, because he was. But against a Lennox Lewis, I guess, you know, the version of Lennox wasn't what you would expect, but he still got stopped by him. Everybody knows you can hang around Wilder a little bit too long in the same spot with Deontay Wilder, he going to knock you out with that right hand. Especially that version of Wilder. So if we talk about that, just as easily as that knockout came for Rahman, that knockout come from Wilder. Mm-hmm. Now nobody's going to sit here and say, "Oh, I think Wilder can beat Lennox by decision." They would, you know, we would laugh at you. But the reality of it is, the only way Wilder win that fight is if you catch him with one right hand, and he can, because it's happened to Lennox twice in his career. So it's not impossible.
Right.
And Wilder's done it how many times in his career? Shit, like 40 times or 42 times, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody's saying Lewis, though.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty much sure that the people were going to say Lewis. I still put this fight together. So, who you picking? Who you picking?
Who, me?
Yeah, who you picking?
Bro, you know where I'm going with that. I got to go Lennox, but it's just that I know that there's a possibility that right hand there, you gotta be careful. Like I said, and that was the choice of punches. Lennox got knocked out by twice, I think. So.
All right, y'all. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys, man. Those are the 10 picks that I have. I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to give me a couple of fantasy fights right now. We'll go ahead and we'll answer them. Now is your opportunities to let us know who you guys want to see fight each other, and then we'll go ahead and answer. So start throwing them in the chat, and we'll go ahead and we'll pick the ones that we feel are the best ones. Okay, and in the meantime, guys, don't forget, man, to check out the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. We got the Black Friday sale, man. We got the Make 'em Miss, Make 'em Pay bundle, $27. How to Box from the Inside, $27. That Make 'em How to Box from Any Range bundle. The individual courses, any course you want, $27. 150 killer combo bundle, of course. We got the beginner boxing bundle. We got the defensive wizard. We got the master boxing bundle, guys. Everything right there This will be the last couple of days for you guys to take advantage of this Black Friday sale. Then we're getting rid of it once and for all. Let's go ahead and see what some of the people got in the chat. My man said Pac-Man versus Duran at welterweight.
That's a good. Well, that's still a good one. That is still a good one. Somebody said AB versus Jake Paul. Prime AB versus Spence Jr.
No, well, let's answer it though. Who you got? Pac-Man versus Duran.
At 47.
No, they're both their prime weights. Was it 30? Okay. Was it 35?
Let's say at welterweight. That's why I'm like.
Oh, at welterweight. Okay, yeah, 47.
Because Duran.
Well, De La Hoya. Pac-Man looked great at 47. I
think if you want to argue, that's probably his best weight. I guess if you want to argue it, I don't know, because he had other good fights, and Duran, his best weight, I still think it's 35. So if we got to go on that, damn,
that's a tough fight. I ain't going front.
Damn. I might have to go back
because of the punch output.
Yeah, maybe, but Duran could punch too, though, man. Like, he wasn't like his hands of stone. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Mine was Damien.
My gut tells me Pac-Man for some reason.
I was thinking the same thing. He could.
I feel like Pac-Man.
He had the punch count. He could punch hard enough too.
Yeah, but then, yeah, exactly. He might be able to catch Duran early.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Duran has some good defense too that people don't talk about.
No, he did, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, he really did. So it's like and once again you got to look at what happened with Marquez and Pat and Duran. He is the type of fighter that could exploit that. He wasn't just no come forward, crazy. He was like he could box too, bro. He like wasn't no average dude. He could fight all the way around. So I don't know, man. Fast Eddie versus Kirk Johnson. Wow. I like Kirk Johnson though. He was.
Wasn't I training him?
Kirk Johnson. You trained Kirk Johnson? No. Heavyweight. You know heavyweight, right?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking Kevin Johnson. Kingpin, right?
Yeah, Kingpin.
Yeah, I was training Kevin Johnson, not Kirk Johnson. My bad. I like this one, man. Arthur Beterbiev versus Andre Ward.
That is nah. I mean, yeah.
Hold on, man. You got to remember, this guy Beterbiev is breaking guys down, bro.
He was. He is.
Like he's hurting guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. We have to remember
even
that.
With like Kovalev, I remember Kovalev and Andre Ward was like real close. Yeah, so you got to kind of think about.
You got to think about it. You know, because Andre Ward, he's hitting guys like he's outboxing guys, but I don't think he's ever fought a puncher like Beterbiev, man. Beterbiev is like a very rare guy. Like I know Kovalev at one time was considered like the Beterbiev before Beterbiev, though, because you got to remember he killed somebody in the ring, and that was the aura behind him for a long time. So I guess you could say, but you know, Andre Ward is a guy who can make adjustments. So I don't know, man. I don't know who to pick.
I would take Dre by decision though, especially after watching.
The Bivol fight?
Yeah. And if he could kind of, which I think he would have done something similar, but I think he wouldn't have been able to do that though. It better be, he's too strong to try to do like how he would muscle guys and hold guys up. I don't know if he'd have been able to do that with better be. But I think he could get a decision with him. I do. I see that.
Somebody said Beterbiev hands down.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know about hands down, man. I don't know about Prime Wilder versus Prime AJ.
I'm taking Wilder.
Oh, really?
Because I just don't think he's going to be able to survive the entire fight without getting hit with that right hand.
That's true.
I think at some point he's going to get hit. Same thing like when we fought Vladimir, old Vladimir. Like he was ready to smoke him, kind of. Not smoke him, but he was ready to, early on he dropped him and all that. But then Vlad got back into the fight, even at the old age, and put him down and almost got him out. If he's going to be there to be hit with that right hand, like we seen with Daniel Dubois too, Now this is late AJ, but still, he still had the tendencies early to do the same shit. So he was hurt in fights with Dillian White and other fights too. So yeah, he can't be in there Wilder with that shit. He gonna get caught with that right hand at some point, and I think that would have been the end of it.
This is a good one right here. Joe Calzaghe versus Canelo at super middleweight.
Joe Calzaghe's a big fucking middleweight though. Like seriously, pause.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Joe Calzaghe. I just think the punch output, man. He's gonna throw it up, and he's gonna stay turning.
But Canelo's not like you can't. Like, even though the punch count, like, you can't sit there with Canelo and do that. You can't do that shit with him because he's going, boom. You just got to be able to take it and deal with it and defend it. Could Joe been down before? Joe been hurt before? Old Bernard, old Roy Jones.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So when I look at Canelo, I don't know, man. That's a good decision. I mean, that's a good fight. But Canelo, after he can get his hands on him enough, he can hurt him. But Joe Calzaghe don't have a loss, so we can't really look at his fights and say, "Oh, we could pick this one guy that did this or that." They dropped him, but they didn't beat him. So, what can you say?
We got Chambers versus Hunter Jr. Michael Hunter.
Yo, that I don't know. No, but. Of course, I got to go 100 Jr. Come on, man. I can't go there. Who the fuck is that?
I got Eddie on that one, man. I think Michael Hunter, he's a good fighter, but he ain't fought the level of competition that Eddie has been in there with. Or
to play devil's advocate, though, he did get a draw with Povetkin.
He got a draw with Povetkin.
Yes, but
how many years later?
Povetkin, but still
exactly.
Povetkin.
Yeah, but you fought Povetkin a decade before him?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
2008.
Yeah, okay. So, you know what I mean? And I just think that Michael Hunter's a fantastic fighter, don't get me wrong, but I just think that Eddie's a little bit, more seasoned, more proven. You know what I mean? So
that's a good
especially at the right time. We're talking about prime Eddie.
If we talking prime versus
we're talking prime Eddie. We're not talking about, today or tomorrow. Not to say that Eddie can't beat him now, but we're talking about Eddie at his top-notch best. I think Eddie wins that fight clearly. I think Hunter is basically like a similar version of Eddie, but Eddie's just a better version. No disrespect to Mike. We got
I saw something. Oh, that's a good. I like that fight. I wish they would make that shit.
Oh,
Coley and Zhang. I wish they would fucking make that. That's a fight that they should make.
Bacoli and Zhang?
Yeah.
I don't even know Bacoli.
Yeah, you do. He knocked out Jared Anderson.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Zhang. Yeah.
That'll be interesting, yeah.
That shit. Oh, that Tyson Tua.
A lot of people has asked me about this one, Tyson Tua, man.
Tua, that's we kind of got a little bit of it with the president, when he fought Ike Ibeabuchi, but still not actually those two names, though. You know what I'm saying? But damn, yeah. I mean, yeah. You got to go Mike because I just think Mike had more tools. He had punches power in both hands. Even though David Tua had granite chin, he could crack too, but Tyson had a granite chin too. A lot of people don't know. I think Tyson had one of the greatest chins in boxing.
Yeah, he took a lot of punishment versus Lennox Lewis. It took him 8 rounds of just getting hit constantly. Yeah, and he wasn't getting hit.
The only time you seen that motherfucker, if I could fight anyone?
Any weight.
Any weight, who would I have fought?
Yeah.
I would still fight heavyweight. I fight Ali.
You would like to fight Ali?
Yeah. I mean, because it's like
he's the greatest.
Yeah,
you gotta fight the greatest.
It's like you gotta think about how big of a person that is to fight. Now it would have been probably the hardest thing to deal with because everybody would have been going against me. But the reality of it is to be in the same class, in the same ring as a guy like that. Just to have the honor to do it. Like a lot of the dudes he fought early in his career, they didn't even know what they was getting themselves into. Didn't really even understand how big that was until he was Ali later on.
Well, you got Mike Tyson or Riddick Bowe?
I'm going Mike.
You going Mike?
I'm going Mike. Definitely going
Because of the aura.
No, I'm going Mike. Bo would have fought him. Bo would have went at him and wouldn't have gave a fuck. I do believe that, but I think he would end up getting stopped by Mike later in the fight.
Well, you got Lara or Winky Wright.
And it's crazy because Holyfield beat Mike.
Right.
And Holyfield lost to Bo.
Right. Yeah.
Triangle theories don't work.
Right.
In that fight, I got Mike for sure. But Lara and Winky Wright, that's a good one.
I got Lara, man. As much as I love Winky Wright, I just think that high guard ain't gonna work with Lara. Lara's gonna box you. He's gonna chip you up,
especially early Lara. He's gonna
use his footwork. He's not gonna be standing there for Winky to just walk him with that high guard and that jab. I think Winky is a fantastic. I learned a lot from Winky when I was a amateur coming up. I watched him so much, and I started to implement a lot of the stuff he did. But truthfully, man, it's a hard way to fight against a guy like Lara, man. Lara's going to be dropping that straight left hand down the pipe. He's going to keep turning. I just think that Winky Wright gets outpointed, outboxed in that fight. Yeah. I'm going to answer about one or two more guys, and then it's going to be a wrap. We got Money Mayweather versus Shakur. Guess you could say at 135.
Oh, Money Mayweather.
So Money Mayweather. So I guess... So if you're picking
about late Mayweather versus early versus Shakur.
Shit, I got Mayweather, man.
Yeah.
I got Mayweather, man. I think Shakur won't commit to nothing. And I just think with a guy like Mayweather, if you don't commit,
and once again
even now he's switching it, he's saying pretty boy. Then definitely
he must have meant that.
Definitely Floyd, in my opinion, if it's pretty boy. He has a better chance with money.
He damn sure got a better chance.
He got a better chance with money, man. I just think that Shakur is a good fighter, but there's levels to this, man. And and a lot of these young guys won't like to hear it, but the truth is, man, when you got a guy like Mayweather who's already proven that he could fight.
But that's my point. That's another thing. Shakur ain't really.
Yeah, he ain't really proven yet. He ain't really proven. But we've seen what we've seen so far. Where at this same stage of Mayweather's career, he was showing something different.
Yeah.
He was showing something special. Where Shakur is showing really good skills, but he hasn't shown us nothing that's like, wow, this guy is like, wow, a generational type guy. He hasn't shown that yet. He just shows us at this current era that he's the guy. But even now, there's still question marks. Can Shakur beat Teofimo? Can Shakur beat Javante? Can Shakur beat even a Devin Haney? Can Shakur beat Loma? Like, it seems like he should be able to, but can he? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said that's a boring ass fight. It could be.
Well, pretty boy, maybe not.
I don't know. Yeah, I think Floyd steps to him, man.
Floyd stepping.
A lot of people look at Floyd like he's boring, but if you really pay attention, Floyd always pressed. He always went first. Like, if you look at the exchanges, he's always the guy who throws first, steps to you first, and then he makes you come get him.
Right.
But he always engages.
He moves, but when you think about it, he moved, but he didn't. He wasn't necessarily running.
Nah.
He was hitting motherfuckers a lot. So how do you run when you hitting people? Yeah. When he fought Corrales, he was there. He just was crafty. He was just, you know what I mean? He had more shit. But
all right, we got I'm gonna go ahead and
that one's crazy.
This was a good one, man. Canelo versus Oscar De La Hoya. That's actually that's so similar to like Fernando Vargas versus De La Hoya, except Canelo is a little bit more better.
I think Canelo has. I think he has I don't say a lot more. I mean, Fernando Vargas was really good.
He was solid,
but Fernando Vargas didn't have a chin. He had a chin. Yeah, I don't know. No, he didn't have it. No, he didn't, because Canelo has never been stopped. He been in there with Triple G. Just say Triple G, like, oh shit, he was in there three times with Triple G, or 2 times. Let's call it the first 2. The last one wasn't really, but he was in there with him that many times and didn't even look like he got hurt. So,
right.
Aside from that, that's a tough fight. Damn, who would win that motherfucker?
Well, I'm going Canelo, man.
Yeah,
I'm going Canelo.
I was gonna say that too, yeah.
I think De La Hoya does well, but
yeah.
Jimmy, I seen you ask this question already. I wasn't gonna answer it, but Floyd versus Tank. I think this is like
That's just
easy.
because they got beef.
I think that's.
But at 35,
I got Floyd, man.
well, 30, 35.
I don't give a shit what weight they fight. Floyd's not getting hit with one shot, bro. You're not gonna walk him down and just clip him the way he does everybody else, and he ain't he ain't boxing with Floyd.
No, he's southpaw though. Floyd
So
hasn't had the greatest success with every southpaw.
That's true. I mean, he did have some struggle with Zab, but I think
he figured him out though.
Zab was a little bit taller.
And Zab was nice though.
Zab was a little more. But then again, Tank is too short though.
But that could be harder sometimes.
Yeah.
It just depends. It depends. And remember, like you say, he's a puncher too. Now, Floyd, we have never seen. The only person I've seen really fuck Floyd up, rock Floyd's world that bad was Shane. Now, he been hurt by other fighters, but he was on the brink of being stopped in the fight with Shane. So, but he took it and came back. So I'm inclined to believe that he can do the same thing with a situation with Tank if he ever met it. He's the master of adjusting too. So I gotta go Floyd.
Yeah. All right, Sean.
I'm just seeing that one. This motherfucker, look at this shit. It was at the buffet. I'm gonna take an Andy now. I'm fucking with you. That motherfucker gained like 30 pounds in like a week. So that motherfucker.
All right, guys, make sure you guys go ahead, grab my phone number, man. If you don't already have it, text me at 215-709-5437. And don't forget, man, we got the biggest sale going on right now, man. All my courses, www.coachanthonyboxing.com. You guys can go ahead and find everything, man. There's a bunch of stuff on there for you guys, man. This was a lot of fun. I want to thank everybody who came in here and engaged with us, man. We'll do more of these in the future. I see you guys like this a lot, so we'll do more of these in the future. No days off November, man. Basically, we go live every single day for the month of November. I will be going live tomorrow for Thanksgiving, even though I know a lot of you guys will be busy eating. I don't know what the hell we're gonna talk about. Maybe I'll hit you. Maybe I'll hit you. Maybe late night tomorrow. Let you guys enjoy your family, and then when you guys are done, you guys can go ahead and pull up and we can talk a little bit more about boxing. Maybe we just keep it light and talk more skills and fundamentals, whatever. We'll figure it out, man. We always do, man. And you guys already know, man, thank you for the love and support. If you guys need anything, if you guys need any information on the courses before you purchase, text me at 215-709-5437. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys got about the courses, what you guys are going to be learning, and what else I can help you guys with. All right, guys, so you guys already know. Salute, peace, boxing night.